Mentioning coming back to MRI, in the last, I guess it's been has it been a year and a half? You acquired corporate, which
Yeah.
I tell you what, I know everybody associated with MRI is excited. I'm excited because we have so many clients here with MRI. Kind of walk us down as much as you can that path, and also you're taking MRI down from an outsider looking in, you're taking them down kind of I don't want to say a new direction, but you're taking them down a more amplified direction. Kind of what is that vision? How did you acquire it? And then also what is your vision for MRI going forward?
Yeah, well, I mean, the way that first of all, it does feel like a year and a half, right? But it's only been like 7 months or
Oh
so.
my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah. So it was an official. That's the official date was May 28th, but I didn't actually get into the seat until June 18th, 17th or 18th. So I would have just finished my 7th month in the seat. And then the way that, the deal itself, obviously I've been connected with MRI for some time.
Sure.
I think multiple people inquired about MRI. I mean, I know multiple people inquired about MRI, including even some other owners within MRI and/or owners that in fact left the system and was looking to come back through an acquisition. I was fortunate enough, man, to just, number one, I've been around. I have a lot of friends in the network, and I think I was able to talk to the people that were necessary to talk to, that they bought into the fact that, I had some reasonable amount of credibility with a good majority of the owners, which really helped. And I think, and I had a couple of people in my corner. Believe me, I had a couple of people in my corner to help the deal go down, because a deal like this doesn't go down, even though, there were some complicated steps in acquiring MRI. So that's not my forte day in, day out. And so I had a couple friends and people that were involved that allowed to help make that happen. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, one of the things that the word that I've always heard to describe you, Bert, is you're genuine. I mean, good, bad, or indifferent, you're genuine, you get what you get. And I think that, my personal opinion is the folks that were in your corner were in your corner because they knew again, they could trust what you were saying, because it's been a career of being genuine and upfront. And I think in my personal opinion, I think anybody coming into the recruiting industry can take that integrity question and use you as an example. So well, I said you've done a great job.
Yeah, man. Thank you for them. Thank you for that. And I think that's true. And keep in mind, this chair today is here because of how we kind of started our discussion around where I was raised and the opportunities that I've been given,
sure.
And also the opportunities that I've earned. And so like I said, I'm really grateful for that. I think the other thing too, many of these guys are my friends, or very, very, very strong acquaintances. And I think they do believe me. I also have a couple offices, so they know that I'm thinking like an owner in many cases, even if some things they may not necessarily agree with. They're giving me the benefit of the doubt on some decisions. But like any good business people, I mean, what's going to be important and what's really allowed us to kind of gain some momentum is the fact that what we say is what we've been doing. And as the owners of those network member offices, at the end of the day, Wilson, they may love me, they may like me, whatever the case may be, but I have to go deliver for them.
You have to perform.
When I say that's not me individually, because there's no single individual that's going to do this. It's going to take, MRI corporate. It's going to take people like you and our vendors to be part of the process, and of course, and most especially, is our network members.
Absolutely. Well, what does that future? What is that vision that you see for MRI? I've seen it at a distance. There again, I've never recruited. I've always been on the service side of it. So kind of walk me through. It looks like you have, at least, and correct me if I'm incorrect, but it looks like there were like 3 tiers of services that you guys are providing for the industry. What does that vision look like?
Yeah, I mean, many people confuse Management Recruiters International. MRI is really born from Management Recruiters International that started in 1965. So I'll start by saying we are a 55-year-old startup. That's the mindset.
Okay.
The other thing I would say is a lot of people misinterpret that MRI is perhaps competition, but I can tell you we don't make any placements. We place no one. We do no searches. We don't. All we do is provide tools, services, training, and development, and those kind of outcomes for our member owners. And now, we launched Thrive, which is a bit controversial. I have a lot of people behind me on that. I have some people that are still skeptical regarding Thrive, but it allows us to provide some of our services, not all, but things that people really need that are maybe independent firms, and they don't know where to turn or where to go. We have some outstanding services and training, organizational effectiveness, and leadership, and marketing communications that are very high. Talking about the digital platform and storytelling, there's going to be things that they will be able to capture and acquire for purchase, of course, for them, and certainly not at any rates that our members would have, if they, if they have to purchase it all. And what that does, and when I try to tell owners, is we need to grow, because we need to change the structure of the way our members are engaged with corporate. Those old school contracts are really, really old, and they're really, they don't provide the value that we need to provide. We just provide different value. We need more, what I would call more flexible right fit services. And so with that being said, it gives us an opportunity to sell some product external that's not anything different than we've already done. We've already trained over 25,000 recruiters. So
Absolutely.
we're not training our competition. We already have trained our competition. And so, but I think the big opportunity there is for those that get a chance to engage us, see and touch what we do. It then gives us an opportunity as providing solutions to bring them over into membership.
Kind of almost the top, I would assume the top of your funnel. It's kind of like, for years,
Yeah.
Anybody that started using the iPhone realized, man, that phone's pretty good. I wonder how their computers are. And it just kind of mushroomed from there.
Well, yeah, and then that one of the other services that we have, Wilson, is certainly contract staffing. Some people similar to us, they offer back office support, and in some cases it has favorable pricing. In other scenarios, the pricing is not as favorable. But the reason it's important that I think to understand what we do is we have contract people on staff that help you get started. They consult with you. You can ask them questions. They can take care of problems. We do the funding.
Okay.
And then our back offices through an alliance that we have, a very strong alliance that we have with People 2.0. And so by us doing that, people that want to get in the contract staffing business are not just trying it. We we have core training that they can take. We have our team that can consult with them, that come from the industry, and provide them hands-on help where needed.
Yep.
And we also fund it for them.
And so it sounds so basically the three products are going to be the Thrive, which is the training, and of course the franchise of the direct hire, and then with the contract. Now with the contract, is that something that is a standalone, or is that exclusively for MRI franchises, or is that something that someone could buy into outside of the MRI office?
Yeah, you can come in and be part of our network through a contract staffing model. We also have an alliance. If you just want to come and work with us, we can manage that for you as well. And we of course would continue to use People 2.0 to do that. And I just think that that partnership is really good because what they market themselves as is an EOR, AOR. That's all they do. They have very strong integrity of their supply chain, as do we.
Sure.
Is that we're not a recruitment firm. We
Sure.
are a professional services firm that help our network members become better at what they do in terms of their individual sectors, and they become that gateway and connector to their clients and candidates, and we're helping them do that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.